You are not your mind. Imagine sitting in stillness, while your thoughts race and swirl like leaves caught in a gentle wind. Worries, memories, fears, they chase you, but they are not you. You are the observer, the quiet awareness that watches it all unfold. What if every thought, every fear, every spark of creativity is simply a wave upon a vast, infinite ocean of consciousness, a space that is already calm, already whole, already awake? Science quietly whispers this remarkable truth. Nobel Prize winner Sir Roger Penrose and anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff discovered that consciousness is not produced by the brain. The brain is merely a mirror, reflecting the awareness that is already you. Federico Faggin, the inventor of the microprocessor, has shown that consciousness itself is the fundamental fabric of reality. Mainstream science hesitates to admit it, because it challenges everything we thought we knew. But you can feel it, even now. You have noticed, haven't you? The mind worries about tomorrow, clings to the past. But who is noticing that worry? That is you. The luminous space behind every thought. You are the sky. Your thoughts are just passing clouds. You are not your mind. You are the observer, and the observer creates everything. Awareness is the light, and all that you see dances in its glow. Pause, breathe, and feel it. This stillness is your true self, waiting, watching, ever present, untouched, infinite. Every day, your mind feels busy, heavy, endless. You wake up, and the first thoughts rush in. Tasks to do, worries to solve, memories replaying, doubts whispering. Even when you try to rest, the mind keeps moving, spinning, churning, like a storm you cannot escape. Have you noticed how easy it is to become trapped in this inner noise? One thought leads to another, and before you know it, your day is consumed, your energy drained, your joy muted. You believe these thoughts define you, but they do not. You might feel anxious, frustrated, or overwhelmed, sometimes hopeless, sometimes small victories, barely noticed, because the mind is already racing to the next worry. And here is the subtle truth most never see. You are not the mind that worries. You are not the voice that judges, fears, or doubts. You are the observer, the quiet presence that can notice the mind without being carried away by it. Yet, most of us never pause long enough to realize this. We chase thoughts, we identify with them, and in doing so, we give them power. Power to shape our moods, our reality, our experience of life itself. It is a universal struggle. We are all searching for stillness, for peace, for clarity. And the frustration grows when we feel it slipping away, when the mind dominates every moment, every decision, every feeling. But there is a way to step out of this cycle, to recognize the difference between the observer and the mind, to reclaim your awareness, and begin to shape your reality, rather than be shaped by endless thoughts. You are not the river, you are the one who watches it flow. This is the problem we all face, the human experience that quietly underlies every restless moment, every anxious thought, every fleeting sense of disconnection. And it is only by noticing it, by becoming the observer, that freedom begins. Your mind is not who you are. But why does it feel so alive, so powerful, so real? Science gives us clues, and the truth is more extraordinary than most imagine. Think of your brain as a radio. It picks up signals, processes information, responds to the world, but it does not create the music. The music, the consciousness, the awareness, is already there. You are the composer, the listener, and the stage on which it all unfolds. Quantum physics reveals something even more astonishing. Experiments like the double-slit experiment show that reality itself behaves differently when it is observed. Particles exist in a state of possibility until consciousness looks, measures, or notices them. Observation collapses possibility into reality. Your awareness literally shapes the world at the tiniest levels. Nobel laureate Sir Roger Penrose An anesthesiologist, Stuart Hameroff, suggests that microtubules in the neurons of your brain operate at the quantum level. These tiny structures may act as receivers, tuning your consciousness to the field of reality. Your mind is not generating awareness. It is reflecting it. Federico Faggin, the inventor of the microprocessor, has shown that consciousness is fundamental, not matter. Consciousness exists before the brain, before the body, even before space and time. It is the canvas upon which everything appears, including your thoughts. The mind feels like a storm, like a raging river, because it is a dense pattern of energy in consciousness. But you, the observer, are the still water beneath. The waves can rise, crash, or change course, but the deep water remains untouched, calm, infinite. Psychology and neuroscience also support this. When you become aware of your thoughts, when you notice them without judgment, your brain patterns shift. The default mode network, responsible for rumination and self-referential thinking, quiets down. Awareness itself changes the brain. By observing, you alter your own experience and begin to reclaim your mind from the endless cycle of thought. It is not magic. It is science, and it is deeply poetic. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer who perceives them. And the more you notice, the more you discover that reality is waiting for your attention, for your consciousness to shape it. You are the mirror in which the world sees itself. This is why meditation, mindfulness, and conscious observation work. They do not create something new in your brain. They uncover the awareness that has always been there. The observer has always existed, quietly, patiently, waiting for recognition. The first shift is understanding this simple truth. You are not your thoughts. You are not your mind. You are the observer, the awareness that watches the mind and quietly shapes reality. This is not just an idea. It is a profound scientific and experiential truth. Quantum physics shows that observation collapses possibility into reality. Your awareness is the lens through which the world forms. Your attention, your noticing, is creation itself. The mind is a powerful tool, but it is not the master. It is a servant. And the moment you recognize this, the moment you see that thoughts are not commands, something shifts. A gentle space opens, a stillness beneath the storm, a calm horizon beyond the clouds. Science and awareness meet here. The brain responds to observation. Your nervous system relaxes when you notice the mind, rather than identify with it. Emotions no longer pull you into chaos. Thoughts no longer dominate your reality. You begin to live in a place of quiet power, the observer's place. This core shift is simple, yet transformative. Step back from the narrative your mind tells. Notice it. Breathe into it. Recognize the space in which all thoughts appear. That space, that awareness, is who you truly are. You can see it now. When a worry arises, it is just a pattern in consciousness. When a fear whispers, it is just a shape of energy, fleeting, impermanent. You are the calm, the witness, the silent presence behind it all. Federico Faggin's work reminds us, consciousness is fundamental. It is not created by the brain. It is the canvas of reality itself. When you realize this, you are no longer a passenger in your mind. You are the pilot. You are the observer, creating with every glance of attention, every subtle noticing, every breath. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in which all drops appear. And the beauty of this shift is that it is immediate. You do not need to change the world, or fix your thoughts, or wait for life to grant permission. The observer is always here, always present, waiting to be recognized. This is the core shift, from identification to observation, from being pulled by thoughts to noticing them, from reacting to creating. Now, let us pause together. Take a slow, deep breath and feel the rise and fall of your chest, the gentle rhythm of life moving through you. Notice your thoughts. Observe them without judgment. They may come quickly, racing, one after another, or slowly, softly, like clouds drifting across a vast sky. And now, ask yourself quietly, who is noticing these thoughts? Where does this awareness come from? Feel the space behind the thoughts, the stillness, the calm, the quiet presence that is always here. It does not fight, it does not judge, it simply observes. Imagine that you are sitting by a still lake. The water mirrors everything around it, the ripples, the wind, the sunlight, yet beneath it, deep and calm, the water itself remains untouched. This is your awareness. It is always here, beneath every wave of thought, beneath every emotion, beneath every story your mind tells. And now, gently, allow yourself to expand into this space. Feel the observer in every part of your being, from the top of your head, down to your toes. Every cell, every breath, every heartbeat is connected to this calm, luminous presence. You are not the storm, you are the sky that holds it. Sit here for a moment, just noticing, just being, feeling the difference between the mind that moves and the awareness that watches. This is your power. The mind is a tool, the observer is the source. And even a few moments of this recognition can ripple through your day, through your choices, your emotions, your experience of reality. When you are ready, slowly return to the world, carrying this awareness, this observer presence, into everything you do. Now, let us bring this awareness into the world. Notice how your mind often jumps to the past, replaying moments, or races ahead, imagining what might come. You can observe it without being pulled in. The observer is always present, quietly watching, gently guiding, even amidst the chaos of daily life. When someone speaks to you, when a challenge arises, pause. Notice your initial reactions, your thoughts, your judgments, your fears, and see them for what they are. Patterns of the mind, passing phenomena. You do not have to act on them. You do not have to believe them. Instead, respond from the observer, with calm, with clarity, with awareness. Your presence alone changes the quality of the interaction, the energy in the room, the tone of your day. In your creativity, in your work, in your relationships, observation opens possibilities. You notice more, feel more, imagine more. Reality begins to shift in subtle ways. The observer is the silent creator, influencing life, without force, without struggle. Even small moments count. A pause before speaking, a breath before reacting, a quiet noticing of your thoughts, your emotions, your sensations. Each moment of observation strengthens your connection to awareness, and through that connection, life flows more effortlessly. You do not find peace by changing the world. You find peace by noticing it differently. The observer is not separate from daily life. It is woven into it. Every thought, every decision, every feeling can be seen, acknowledged, and gently released. And in that release, you discover freedom, presence, and a quiet power that quietly shapes your reality. Even mundane tasks, washing dishes, walking, eating, they become exercises in observation, opportunities to witness your own mind, and to step into the calm, creative awareness that you truly are. This is integration, not a goal to reach, but a practice, a living awareness, a gentle, steady presence, shaping the world quietly, profoundly, beautifully. You are not your mind. You are the observer, the quiet awareness behind every thought, every feeling, every moment. This awareness, this presence, is timeless. It is infinite. It is always here, patiently waiting, inviting you to notice, to awaken, to create. Even the smallest recognition, the briefest pause, can ripple through your life, transforming your thoughts, your emotions, your experience of reality. You are not the waves. You are the ocean. Carry this truth with you, gently, quietly, each day. Notice your mind, watch it, and let the observer guide you. Step into the calm, luminous space that is always within. If this spoke to you, subscribe and step deeper into the inner verse, where consciousness meets creation, and where the observer, quietly, shapes everything.